Holy shit, man. The Royal Rumble last night was absolutely insane. Let's talk about it. So we kick off with the Women's Rumble, and we start off with Io and Liv at number 1, number 2. I love both of them, and it's actually good they're having their little reset from their Saturday Night Main Event match. It's good to see that. But then we see Roxanne Perez enter number 3, and that's absolutely insane. And let me give a shout out to Roxanne, bro. I have been saying it to a bunch of people and multiple different Discord servers, and even to my family, that Roxanne Perez is the future of this business when it comes to the women's division. She is an absolute star, and she showed out in this match, breaking the record for an hour and 7 minutes, longest for anyone in all of the women's rumbles. That is impressive. And remember, she's only NXT. And not only that, she lasts to the final 2. That's insane. They continue stacking up the rumbles with people like Lash Legend, Jordan Grace, Stephanie Vaquer, Jada Parker, Julia, Trish Stratus. And then, of course, at number 27, we had Charlotte Flair enter. And obviously, she was being the key favorite and the favorite to win the entire thing. Before Charlotte and a whole load of women came into the match, Alexa Bliss made her return, and finally, it's been 2 damn years, and she is finally back where she belongs. I'm hoping they have something big for her, especially with what I saw from the Lily doll she has with A6. I think she's going to be doing something with maybe Liv Morgan, because there was a little tease with Liv Morgan. She was Women's World Champion with the Lily doll. That's what I think is probably going to happen. Maybe we'll have to see what goes on Raw and pretty much the whole thing building up to WrestleMania. Nia Jax would enter, and she would eliminate 6 women at once. Bro, this women's rumble was chaotic and crazy. But then it went from very good to very low. When Nikki Bella showed up at number 30, I told y'all that AJ was not showing up. Give up at this point. She's never coming back to a wrestling ring. And then there was Becky Lynch and Jade Cargill. I thought they would show up, but they didn't. Nikki Bella, to me, while it's no disrespect to her, she was honestly the worst case scenario, because nobody wanted to see her. But like I said earlier, Charlotte Flair and Roxanne would be the final 2 in the Rumble, and Charlotte would eliminate Roxanne to win the Royal Rumble and be the first woman to win 2 Royal Rumble matches. Now, y'all know I didn't want Charlotte Flair to win, mostly because it was very predictable, and I think they should have won with the other outcome with Io winning. But they wanted to try and have the match between Charlotte and Tiffany Stratton, so I think that's what they're going to do. So, I mean, yeah, it's cool for her, I guess, but I still wanted someone else to win. Next up, we have DIY versus Motor City Machine Guns for the tag team titles. And finally, it feels so good to see the tag team titles being defended on pay-per-view. And these 2 teams showed exactly why they're some of the best tag teams going today. DIY being the smart strategic heels with their smart strategies. It really gave them a nice early advantage and allowed them to get the first fall in the match. Then Motor City Machine Guns did their magic and proved why they're, to me, my all-time favorite tag team. And they got the second fall. And then you just see these 2 going chaotic right close to the end until the Street Profits come back and they attack Motor City Machine Guns with the crutches, almost teasing that they're turning heel, and they help DIY retain the title, all for it to be a setup with the Street Profits attacking DIY after the match. Pretty much going to be setting up for a triple threat match that could happen at WrestleMania. And I'm going to keep it a buck right now, and some people might disagree with me with this, but some might agree. The Street Profits, Motor City Machine Guns, and the DIY right now are this generation's Edge and Christian, the Hardy Boys, and the Dudley Boys, and I dare anybody to prove me wrong right now. Next up, we have Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens for the Undisputed WWE Championship ladder match, and holy fucking shit. These 2 showed no mercy. This was not just about them getting championships. This is about who was the better man and who deserved the championship even more. And these 2 went all out. I was in a Discord BC call with some of the people I chill with and some of the people I rock with, shout out to them, and they were losing their minds from this match. Hell, when Kevin Owens used the little ladder, and not gonna lie, the little ladder reminded me of Will C. When he used it, even that got a pop to me, because it's they use the smallest things and they make it look so good. They fight in the crowd, and they have such good interaction with them, and they do so many amazing spots, like Kevin Owens hitting that Fisherman's Buster from the middle rope all the way onto that stacked ladder. Oh my god, I thought Cody was knocked out from that match. But then you see Sami Zayn show up trying to check up on Kevin Owens. Then you have Cody Rhodes going full Homelander, beating the hell out of Kevin, busting him open, doing all that. And you think Kevin Owens is going to hit a package power driver to Cody through the ladder, but Cody hits an Alabama slam, and the perfection of that spot where Kevin Owens is just sitting there, just his head is sticking out of the ladder, that was amazing. That made this match even better. But after that spot, Cody Rhodes would get back in the ring, climb the ladder, and retrieve both titles and retain the Undisputed Championship. It looked like Cody was going to leave after he went through a hectic war with Kevin Owens. But then he walks to Kevin Owens and he's holding championships high, both of them. And he's doing it behind Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. I'm letting you know, dudes, it's happening soon. Very, very soon. Then we have the men's Royal Rumble match. And I had like a big issue with Triple H booking the Rumble matches for the first 2 years when he did it. Mostly because to me personally, while there's been some good spots with the men's Rumble matches from 2023 and 2024, I haven't really enjoyed everything about them. But I feel like he did this one right, and this was complete perfection. So it kicks off with Rey Mysterio and Penta. That's insane. It's great to start with those two. And then you go down the line, you see Carmelo Hayes show up at number 4. You see Santos Escobar. You see Chad Gable. See Otis, and then you see Braun Breaker coming in number 7, and he eliminates Carmelo Hayes. And Triple H, what the fuck are you doing? Like, what are you doing with Carmelo Hayes? Like, what did he do to get this sort of disrespect? If this ain't leading to anything big for him, then move him to Raw, because I'm sick and tired of him being disrespected on SmackDown. Speaking of Carmelo Hayes, though, he would actually attack Akira Tozawa, and he would actually take him out of the match. And now everyone's thinking, who was going to replace him? Who was going to take his spot? And you have I Show Speed take his spot, which is just, that's crazy. I know a lot of people don't like the celebrity involvement thing, but this was very good because his reaction to him being put in the Rumble is just priceless. He does all these things and he actually eliminates Otis, does a backflip, and then BAM! Yeah, Braun Breaker literally killed him. Then Jacob Fatu enters in at number 12 and he eliminates everybody. And then we get this photo. Please, WWE, for the love of God, please do this match. I'm praying, please. I want this so badly. And then say his name and he appears. Joe Hendry shows up at number 15, the TNA World Champion. It was very likely that he was going to show up. But the one thing I'm surprised by is that there was no NXT stars. No Ethan Page, no Trick Williams, no Obafemi, none of them. It feels like they focus a lot more on the main roster and, well, the TNA star. Which honestly I have no problem with. This Rumble was very star-studded anyways. But now that we had Joe Hendry show up very early, which honestly I kind of expected him to be in the later half of it, Roman Reigns shows up at number 16. I honestly thought it would be number 30. I'm not going to lie. I really thought it was going to. But they wanted to put him in this match about as early as enough to try and create some of the best cinema you could possibly see in a Royal Rumble match ever. AJ Styles made his return and he brought back his old theme song, which was amazing. But it was so good to see AJ back from that devastating knee injury. And people may argue with me with this one. I personally think he's the greatest in-ring performer of all time. If you want to argue about that, that's fine. But I don't care because AJ Styles is once again back in the promised land. Then things got even more hectic when John Cena, CM Punk, Roman Reigns, and Seth Rollins is now in this photo mostly because they did the attack after he entered the ring. When they were all in the ring, it truly was cinema. That's what you need in this Rumble. It's like dream match after dream match after dream match, or matches that have already happened, but you see legend after legend after legend in this Rumble. To me, it truly solidified this as one of my all-time favorite Rumbles. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. CM Punk eliminated both Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns, and then Punk would be eliminated by Logan Paul, and then Seth just crashed out, hit a double stomp to Roman, then he would beat the hell out of CM Punk, flipped off Paul Heyman, and then hit another curb stomp to Roman Reigns. Like, bro, honestly, at this point, I'm getting speechless because Seth Rollins was not having it. He was pissed off that he lost, and I don't blame him. Cena would eliminate Logan Paul with the help of Jey Uso, and Jey Uso and John Cena were the final two, and it looked like John Cena was about to get the win. He was going for the AA, but Jey Uso countered it, pushed John Cena off, and then Jey Uso, out of nowhere, wins the Royal Rumble. I don't think anybody expected him to win this match. I'm going to have another video about my full review about it because this video is taking so long. But I think Jey Uso deserves this. I know a lot of people are very pissed off about it, and I'll give my thesis on it in another video like I said. But this was one hell of a pay-per-view. I really enjoyed it, and this is a great way to kick off 2025.